Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Apocalyptic Knitter podcast. I'm Naomi and I come to you from Leeds in West Yorkshire, where I live with my teenage son and my husband and our small cat. This is predominantly a knitting podcast. Occasionally I talk a bit about crochet. I have got a little bit of cross stitch, but I've not picked that up for a while. So yeah, if that's your jam, then join me with a cup of tea and half an hour of knitting chat. Thank you so much to those who return each time and stick with me. It really is appreciated, and thank you to all the new subscribers and welcome. This is a little bit of a flying visit. I am going to do another podcast. Sorry for the creaky door. Another podcast in a week's time, because I clean forgot I've not done the giveaway yet. So these, I've got 3 to give away, and these are the Apocalyptic Knitter podcast calendars that my husband very kindly gifted for me last year. And I loved it so much that I said, I'd like another one please. And he ended up doing a few extra copies so that I could give them away to you guys. There's December, look at that. That's what it feels like at the moment with Storm Dara. So yeah, I hope you're keeping safe. It's a bit wild at some parts. We're not too bad over here. It's a bit blustery and very rainy, and we had a little bit of flash flooding early in the week. But yeah, touch wood and all that stuff. So, to be in with a chance to win one of these, and I am also going to open it up to US as well. Worldwide, it just, as I say, it just might not be guaranteed in time for 1st of January, but hopefully it'll be near enough. I've got 3 to give away, and to put, this is very high tech over here, to put your name in the hat, so to speak, can you drop a comment and tell me what season is your favourite season and why? So I love winter, and especially I love New Year more than Christmas. I enjoy Christmas with catch up with family and all that kind of stuff, but I'm quite reflective, and I love like the first day of January is my favourite day, even more so than like my birthday or anything, because it just feels like it's a whole new chapter, and you don't know what's going to happen for the year, and it could be anything, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And obviously I like the winter because it's cold and it means I get to wear my knitwear. So yeah, so drop me a comment. If you can also hit the subscribe button, like, whatever, that would be amazing. If you would like to have a second entry, so a second chance, I will put your name in twice if you can share this post to your social media accounts. Okay, if you tag me in it, and then I'll know that you've done it, and then I can put your name in the hat twice. So good luck. So yeah, that's those. My knitting mojo has returned, which is good because it was a little bit AWOL. What I did was I just stopped fighting working the projects that I felt I had to, and just thought, if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. And that just seemed to have helped it. I've had a couple of new different cast-ons, which I'll go into in a minute. And yeah, so yeah, those who follow me on, oh gosh, I've not done my socials ever. My social media accounts, if you follow me on Instagram, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Naomi Knits, and I'm Big Bird with a double G on Ravelry. I tend to keep my projects right up to date, mostly my own, but not always. But yeah, I'm quite good though, and I'll link whatever patterns I'm using and yarns I'm using, that kind of thing. So, what have I been up to? I picked up one of my blanket whips. So this is something that I'm working on for my brother. I got two brothers and they've each had a few blankets off me. I love it. So this is a free pattern by Hedgehog Fibres. So if you go into the Instagram page, click on the link in their bio, it takes you to the website, you click on free patterns and you scroll down, it's in there. And this is using 4 lots of sock yarn scraps held together, and I've used size, I think 8mm needles, and it's a corner to corner, and it builds in with a I-cord border at the same time. And these needles that I've got are not interchangeable, so I'm scrunching it up as much as I can and knitting as much as I can before I do my decreases. So far it's a good lap size blanket. So it'd be interesting to see how far I can get, obviously without dropping any stitches. And I think I did have a little progress keeper of where I got up to when I picked it up, and I can't find it. Me. Oh, there it is, look. So there. So I did a few inches on it. And sometimes I think, because I just felt a bit overfaced with it all, then I've been to like loads of different wool things and bought far more than I needed to. And I've been to another one, sorry. I kind of felt like using 4 at the same time on thick needles felt like I was using it up quicker. So there's that. So that's quite a nice bit of mindless knitting. What else have I been doing? My Radiate jumper. Do you know, I'm doing everything in the wrong order today, I really am. It's because my friend was on her way over with her family and I'm really, really excited. And yeah, we were meant to go out to Stockeld Park, which is near Wetherby. It's been cancelled off. So they had all this like Christmas winter experience, illuminations, forest maze and all that. But due to the weather, they've cancelled it. So we've had to like do a bit of a last minute alternative arrangements for stuff. And I'm just really excited to see her, and I'm all like, I'm all of a dither. So I've not even started with what I'm wearing. So this is my Zweig, I think I'm pronouncing it right, Z-W-E-I-G, Zweig sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I made this, the red is just a perfect red, really. That is from Dye Ninja, who sadly retired from dyeing yarn a few years back. And it's 4-ply, and then she had this gorgeous contrast to go with it. And I made this about at least 5 years ago, possibly 6-7 years, and it's kept really, really well. So that's what I'm wearing. I also have finished objects. I do what I'm wearing, finish objects, then whips. I'm just out of sync today. So I've got 3 finished objects. And these are for my friends' girls who I'm going to be giving them today. Just some side hustle cuffs for them to slip on. One wanted purple with pink. They're cute. Itchy nose again. And one just wanted just pink, please. Of course, it seems you asked so nicely. So that's for them. I also finished the dark grey, or I'm going to say black because it looked black to the naked eye, black and neon striped socks. They were sent out to my cousin's daughter and she loved them. Sent me a picture of her wearing them, which I love. I love to receive pictures of people wearing mine. It's just makes me feel all wummy, all warm and fuzzy inside. So I'm going to give them those mitts there. I've done the blanket. So living in my, it's getting a bit too big for it now. This is my Bertie and Poppet bag, London print, lovely. Is my Radiate sweater. So I've done a little bit. I've parked it, to be honest with you now. So I've done the body and it's longer than I thought actually. Done a nice bit of that there is the true colour, because it just, to me, it has like a really nice metallic-y jewel tint to it. Who's it by? Ripples Craft yarns. Come on, brain. And it's crushed berry smoothie is the name of the colourway, and it's on DK. And the yoke is a fade. It's a DK 5 mini set fade, and that was by Third Vault Yarns. And I don't think it had a colourway. It was just a little set, which was really nice. So yarn wise, I've left. Oh yeah, look. I picked up the sleeves and I did like 2 rows and thought, meh. So I think, to be honest with you, I think I've just got too much going on in my little head. And I think in the holiday season, when I'm off work, I'm just gonna pick it back up. So yeah, so I've still got 2 skeins left, so that's like a skein per sleeve, which I don't think I'll use. So why did the pattern say that I needed 7 skeins? Because I didn't scrimp out of the body or anything. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. These are some socks that I'm trundling on with. Very Christmassy, very festive. So this, I do not know the dyer. This I got in a D-stash from the lovely Rachel at This Knitty Life. And if you can see, it's got an ever so slight, very subtle twinkle. So this is red with slightly brown subtle flecks, which is really, really nice. I'm sure she said it might have been Lalbur. So there we go, and I've just done a fish lips kiss heel, and I've just done some anklets. This is from a friend, and I just do a few rows stockinette, and then over a few rows 2x2 rib, and then knit stockinette, and then it just naturally curls over. So I've done that, and I'm on the second sock, and I've finished the toe, and that. So this is predominantly my train knitting. So it's like a bit of a slowly but surely, because I literally can only do about 3 or 4 rounds, because I have, probably not even that, to be honest with you, literally probably about 2 rounds, because it's like a 12-minute journey. So it might be between 2 and 4 rounds, depending if I'm messing about on my phone or not. So yeah, that's in my panda bag by a little grey girl. There. I had another one. It is in my handbag, because I've just been to a bit of a knitting group with the Headingley guys, girls, everyone. And I took this. So this is in Newcastle. Same again, living in my gorgeous little grey girl bag. She tends to be my go-to. I'm not sponsored by her, but look at those. Lovely, 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 lovely. So this is a new pair of socks for my friend Sarah, and she kind of wanted more of a softer, neutral, natural type of colourway, and I said this is the best I can do. So it's like a cream with some quite nice subtle flecks, so they're not like wild vibrant speckles. Apologies if you can hear that background noise. That is my teenager, and he's playing on his PlayStation, and yeah. I do apologise for the running commentary. If you know, you know. So that's where I got up to. I think I cast this on last night. So that's them. The yarn is quite deep stash for me. It is Countess Ablaze, because she doesn't dye anymore, I don't think. Or if she does, it's not on, it's not got like the same social media presence. I'm not sure if she's still got the studio or not. But this is from her, from the Tits Out Collective movement. A few years ago, I want to say about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and this is the Shit Tea and Tray Bake colourway. If you want to know what the hell that's about, look up Tits Out Collective Countess Ablaze, and you can read the backstory, because it's a really good, and lots and lots and lots of money for charity was raised. So yeah, so that's that. And then I think this might be lastly is I cast on my advent calendar. So I'm not keeping up like day to day. So like today is like the 7th of December, but I've done the first 3 and I've just joined day 4. I'm doing it in the order that it's opened. So this is the 2023 advent calendar by Ducky Darlings. So look at that, that's the middle. And this is the Anthology Throw by Curious Handmade. So it looks a little bit droopy now at the moment because it's getting a bit bigger than what the cable actually is. So first colour, second colour, like a honey, and then it's going to mottled. And I've just, this is the next colour that I've just joined now. It's a really nice chocolatey colour. That's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the theme, and then after that it goes a bit more orange. So it kind of feels at the moment like everything's just like a fade, and that's what I thought, but without spoiling it, a couple of days after this it starts going more what's the word, sporadic with colours kind of thing, and that's why I thought, no, I'm just going to do them as they appear. And yeah, Lovely. So yeah, I am holding it double with the natural. This is just like a 4-ply natural from Ducky Darlings as well. And yeah, I like how it's not interfering with the colours. I wasn't sure if it would kind of like mute them, but it really doesn't. So yes, I'm happy with that. And this has been a real pleasure. So this is me holding this as my my little carrot reward, as they say. I have got a little bit of sweater surgery to do on the Gansey. So what happened was and to be honest with you, it's my own doing. I think if I should have, I mean I did swatch, but I should have swatched and then soaked the swatch to see how much it would grow, but there we go. So they wanted the length to be 77 centimetres, and then when I blocked it, I blocked the yoke, stretched that out, and that was lovely. But I didn't realise, because I wasn't overly tugging it down or anything, but as I pinned it out, I'd actually added on about 5 centimetres length, and so they tried it on. And I said, wear it for a couple of weeks, because as I say, it might not bother you. You might kind of think, oh, actually, yeah. I said, oh, if it is bothering you, let me know, because as I say, I want them to feel happy with it, because they're going to have it an awful long time. So yeah, so they want it to take about an inch and a half out. So I picked up put a lifeline in on the plain area where the stockinette panel is. I did 2 lifelines, picked up the stitches, and then snipped, and then carefully unravelled. So it's under that bag there. It's laying there in the recovery position. I don't want to get it out and show you, because it's a very vulnerable state at the moment. So I'm gonna set aside tomorrow afternoon. I might even put my phone on silent or do not disturb, and just literally kitchen a stitch. It's about 360 stitches I think I've got to do, and because the wool that we've been using has been worked and it's all wibbly, it's then making the tension on that grafted row all crinkled. So I've checked and I've double checked, and it is the stitches have not twisted. They're nice, the V shapes are all lovely and all that. So I'm just gonna give it another little block. I'm not going to block the whole jumper, it is just that bottom half, because I think that'll just save a bit of drying time, because as I say, in this weather you know, you can't put it in the tumble dryer. I don't really want to put it on the radiator in case it's like dust or if it kind of dries a bit weird or anything. So I'm gonna sit down. I think now that I've established that it's all right and I just need that block of concentration, I don't think it's going to take me super long, but I do need to be strict with myself and not touch my phone, because that's, as soon as I pick up my phone, that's it, I'm a goner. So that's all my knitting at the moment. And then last weekend, because I knew I wasn't going to buy a advent calendar this year, and I bought tons of stuff already, we went on me and a couple of knitting friends went to the Nibbles, Needles and Hooks afternoon tea, hosted by the lovely Liz.
Do check them out. They're really reasonable price day out. It's based at Renishaw Hall, which is about an hour's drive away from Leeds. And it's just really lovely. You just have the afternoon there, afternoon tea is included. And they have like a pop-up store from an indie dyer, and this time it was all wool that ends wool, which is one of my favourites, and I thought this is going to be dangerous, but it was quite good considering. So yeah, and we'd booked it like 6 months ago, and I almost forgot. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So this is what I went. I do love a good purple, and this is like a bit of a tonal purple. And purple has such a spectrum. There's so many clarets, there's red purples, there's pink purples, there's blue purples. So I thought I really like that. And I may keep this as a good colour for maybe one day next year doing a Stephen West shawl knit along. I don't know, we'll see. And she also does the most amazing self-striping, and even better, she does 50 grams. So I got a 50 gram one. Isn't that lovely? So this is called Deep Rainbow. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. High twist. So, yep. Because I thought I don't really need the full 100 grams, and I can just get like a black, a navy, a soft grey contrast, and get a pair of socks. So, oh god, I've thrown it away now. So yeah, I don't like to say I'm not buying any more wool, because every time I say that, I guarantee something will come up. So I don't intend to. I want to use and just enjoy using up the stash that I've got for a bit. Potentially we've got the Northwest, there's a yarn event in February, I think it's Valentine's weekend, based in Blackpool. So I'm not committed to that yet, but because it's like halfway between Leeds and Southport, where I go quite a lot to see family, it may happen. And then I've got an even more exciting knitting trip overseas at the end of next year, but more about that when I can tell you. So I don't want to say it just in case something happens and I can't go, but yeah, it's very, very exciting. So I'm gonna have to shoot off. It's been lovely. And do you know what? I've made myself a cup of tea and I've not even supped it. Decaf. But it's good to have my knitting mojo back. I still don't quite know. I think it was just a case of completely dropping the deadline knitting and just taking it back to basics, just something nice and chilled. And now I want to knit all the things. And I've been alright actually. I've not overfaced myself with Christmas knitting gifts this year. I've been okay. I've only got like 1 or 2 pairs of socks, but then even then they're not like, it's not a hard fast Christmas deadline. It's something that I'd like to get done out the way because I've got plans for myself for January. So there we go. So I'm gonna close now. I hope that you are staying safe and warm in this horrible weather wherever you are, and yeah, please drop a comment in the chat and I will put your name and hat to win one of these calendars. Okay,
Lovely to see you again and chat with you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.